Alright everybody, welcome to the first ever video for this channel. We're going to be playing through Star Trek the 25th anniversary. It's a point and click game from the early 90s. I actually got this one through the Scholastic Book Club when I was in elementary school. They had a little section in the back where you could order software.
Space.
And I got this
The
and
final frontier.
SimCity
These are the
2000.
voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
I love the music in this. This was the last time, this game and its sequel, Judgment Rights, which we may end up playing, was the last time that the original series cast all got together. Just kind of something nice to look back on. It was pretty quickly after this that they started, you know, passing away. The music in this is fantastic too. I'm talking over it a bit just because I don't want a copyright strike. But
Demon World.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
Raising shields. Arming weapons.
this game does immediately drop you into combat, which is divisive. The combat in this game is very much something that some people do not like, to the point that in the sequel, Judgment Rights, they actually put in the option to completely skip combat, more or less.
Computer estimates the Republic is
But I don't find it all that difficult.
Captain Patterson extends his congratulations, sir.
Lowering shields and disarming weapons.
Message coming in from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Jim, the Enterprise is ordered to travel to Pollux 5. The natives report that alien life forms have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers vary, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
Okay. So, this game came from a period where copy protection was kind of just play it as you go. So the copy protection in this game is a map. This would have been in your manual when it was a physical copy. I had the GOG version at this point, so it is a image that I downloaded as part of the extras. We're going to Pollux, which is 19. That's over there on the left. We come back here and open up our navigation map. I believe it's you right there. If you pick the wrong place to go, it'll drop you into an ambush that you have
Pollux 5.
fairly small chances of surviving. Bring ourselves into an orbit here,
Entering standard orbit.
and we'll go ahead and hail the planet.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angevin, sir.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
Okay, we'll beam down through Kirk. Your away party is always Spock, McCoy, Kirk, and a red shirt. The red shirt can die.
come
You
with
will
me.
lose
Mr.
points.
Scott,
But
you have the call.
if Kirk, Spot, or McCoy die, that's a instant game over.
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
Probably a bit of foreshadowing there. Let's talk to Mr.
I'm
Angiven.
Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
That's a pretty good choice. Let's look at the other things we can have Kirk say.
Most High Prelate and Given, I am honored to meet you. I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil.
Probably a little too credulous for the claims.
Been seeing ghosts and boogeymen, eh? I find that a little hard to believe.
Yeah, and we're not going to have Kirk be a dick. So let's go choice one.
I'm Captain James T.
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see? Demons, gates of hell? This is the 23rd century.
Again, probably not a great choice.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see?
So we'll go with the first one. We want to figure out what's going on.
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself? You're wasting the time of a starship capable of destroying this planet with campfire stories? No wonder you were dumped out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you can really make Kirk a dick in this game. You will lose points. People will react badly to it. But it's an option.
What can you tell me about the mine itself?
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Candray to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Candray was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive. Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
Okay, so in here, I know just from playing this like 30 years ago, is where we go to advance the story. But I'm gonna fall back here to the lab. This game comes from an era where points were really important, and so you are scored.
Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners.
On how much information you gather, how many things you interact with. Specifically, certain things are important to your score. I don't quite remember what they are, but I do believe basically everything in here. We're going to go through, take a look at it, see what it is. We'll scan it with the tricorder as well. I'm doing this now because once you meet the injured guy, there's a timer that starts. It's very, very generous. In fact, I never even knew it was there when I was a kid. So it's not difficult. I just don't want to start it until I've gone through and done all this.
An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running.
Like he's playing KSP or something?
A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal.
Those things will be important later. This thing's going to be important sooner than that.
An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner.
Like a old-school replicator, I guess. And then it actually considers tricordering everything to be a separate category, so we're going to go through and do that as well.
Residue of several different compounds are in the tubes. None of the compounds would explain the sightings. A vintage 801286 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece.
This game came out, processors from Intel and AMD were still being numbered. You know, it started with the Intel 8088 and then the 8086. There was 286, 386, 486. Intel had to license the x86 architecture out in order to get government contracts, but they tried to trademark the names, specifically those numbers, and it got kind of shut down in court. You can't trademark a simple number like that. And so AMD were able to make AM386s, AM486s. Intel eventually switched to the Pentium line. Pentium being a creatively named word, they could get a trademark on it. That's when AMD switched to first the K62, and then they had the Athlon as their brand names.
Nothing to report, Captain. I read a collection of small items of no evident value. I would characterize this as a small museum display, Captain. Fascinating, Captain. It is an RDAC 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order.
Okay. Let's talk to
This
some people.
study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
This place looks real comfortable. Place to combine work, contemplation. Man's got an eye for the beauty of useful things, and for the use of beautiful things. I think we could get along fine.
I wonder if any of this stuff might be useful.
Yes, it will. We'll get there, though. So now let's go into building over here. I'll take a look around.
A grim-faced minor colonist nods curtly at you.
You'll understand if I don't stand up, I hope. I am not well.
The Tellarite appears completely at home surrounded by humans, but the wrinkling on his brow indicates a great deal of worry. A sturdy man of advanced years whose blue eyes meet yours with clarity, curiosity, and directness.
Okay. You seem to be in
I
charge.
am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
This man is in no condition to talk. He is too busy consoling the wounded man.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and use McCoy on the gentleman
Jim, this
there.
man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
Alright. So we have our next objective here. Gonna need to go get some berries. Oh. That is not good music. Oh, what was
you
that?
See a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
Ha ha ha. I love a good pun.
They look like Klingons. It's the Klingon's detached hand.
Interesting. I don't really think they're supposed to fall out like that. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
We registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea, Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's tricorder of the hand.
This is a detached hand with some kind of circuitry in the palm, Captain.
Circuitry? Huh.
This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not a real one. It is an organic construct, an android-like robot. It looks like a Klingon, but the appearance is entirely superficial. There is something different about this particular construct. Come here, Captain. Look at the hand. It seems to have been separated from the body. There's a wiring circuit in the middle of the palm.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take that hand there.
You take the Klingon's detached hand.
And head towards the cave. I think these right here are the berries. Let's take a look.
Various types of berries grow amongst the bushes.
Are they the berries we want?
These seem to be Loraxian berries, Captain. They have several medicinal uses, but Dr. McCoy would know more.
Okay. Spock says he thinks they are. Does McCoy know for sure?
Jim, these are the berries we need to synthesize the hypodetoxin. We must get these to Brother Stephen quickly.
Alright, he does know. Gonna take those then.
You have retrieved a sample of berries. You fail to obtain...
Oops. Didn't mean to click twice there. Go ahead and head back. Let him know we got him.
I see you found the berries. Meet me in my lab.
Alright.
Welcome to my study. Feel free to look around. My medical and scientific equipment is surely not so sophisticated as you're accustomed to, but if there's anything you wish to use, please feel free. Also, I would be interested in anything you might have to show me.
That's, from the
The
berries.
settings on the Ardak 4 have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
The Ardak 4 was this guy here.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quick.
Okay, so we will be coming back here very quickly. But first I want to drop the medicine off for the guy. Just to put an end to the timer going in the background. And that's that right there. Go ahead and give it to him.
Thank you. You're most kind.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary
right
prayer,
there.
seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
Okay.
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
And talk to the
I
hurt
headed
guy.
up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandre. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
Okay.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teachings with mind and soul alike. I believe the anomalous mineral readings in combination with evidence of ancient disturbances in this otherwise highly stable geologic location indicates previous habitation of the region eons ago.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He sounds just like you.
I would be equally honored to discuss medicine with you, Doctor, as science with your Vulcan associate. Let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study, I would bless our God for the opportunity as I thank him for everything in this life.
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Roberts. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope afterward you will visit me in my study, which is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
All right, so things we've learned in here. The demons appeared as different demons to all these people. The thing that they would fear the most, I guess. And they appeared as Klingons to us. That's very curious. We also learned that they don't extend farther out than the mine. They don't leave. They don't come into town here. We learned McCoy is as big of a dick in the games as he was in the original series. So let's go back to the lab over there. We have some things to do. He was very intent that we show him things too. He seemed to be interested in that, so let's go ahead and show him the hand.
What a fascinating piece of equipment. Highly advanced technology. You see here, it seems to have been damaged, however. Take it to my workbench and let's see if it can be repaired. I fear my hands are too shaky to perform such fine work, but perhaps one of you can do it.
Okay. So we'll use that on the workbench here.
See what you can do about that hand.
We're going to have Spock work on it.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
All right. Now we've fixed up the hand. Let's take a closer look at these things.
The glass case is locked.
Ah. You know what? I think Spock is pretty strong.
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
Well, okay, we could insult him, but...
Yes, tell us about these things.
Is there another option?
Where did you find all this? Looks like... Yes, tell us about these
two
things.
The best, I think, here.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens?
Yes.
True curiosities, nothing more. I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral specimens? Meteorite. I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. Conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders. Shall I go into mineral meteor fossil shells, one of the oldest forms I've seen on this planet? Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into meteor fossil skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The Silatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs.
Remember that
Shall
description.
I go into mineral specimens? Meteor fossil skull of a small alien animal. Twist of metal. This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited.
Okay.
Shall I go into mineral specimen, meteor fossil skull twist, or would you rather move on to something else?
Okay,
Very
I think
well.
we've learned what we need to learn.
Why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
I do not think these get returned, but we don't need that many of them. Of everything he mentioned and told us about, if I remember right, we only need 2. The skull's going to be important, and this one I think is the non-natural metal alloy, the one that proves that there were people there before. Let's leave there. And let's go back to the mine. See what's going on there. Okay, so we've got the danger music going. We know that this is a situation where we could accidentally kill the red shirt. Let's not do that. Very clear there's a door back there. Can we scan that door?
Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of.
Let's, can we scan the rocks?
Captain, there are several weak points in the cave-in's structure. Careful use of our phasers from the top down should be able to clear it.
Okay. So, that description used to get my red shirt killed all the time when I was a kid. It said from the top down. When I look at it, you would think this is the top. No. This rock here is the one that's going to fall and kill your red shirt. Start with it.
Assume firing positions.
Now we can do this one. One back here. And then one more here. And what's that underneath? We have a person. Look at him
One
first.
of the acolytes who was trapped by the rockfall.
Can we talk to them? Nope. Try Spock's tricorder.
I think Dr. McCoy would be better.
Yeah. It doesn't tell us anything at all. Use McCoy's tricorder.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
Can we use the first aid bag on him?
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Yeah. We waved our hands over him and now he's okay. Can we talk to him now?
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Okay. Now what's that above his
This
head?
looks like some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise.
Interesting. And what's the tricorder say?
It appears to be a security lock designed to open the door when the correct handprint is registered.
Handprint, huh? Just so happens we've got a hand.
The hand circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens.
Okay. So now we can go back here. All right. Let's look
This
around.
floor contains conduits for conducting geothermal energy. It looks like a control panel with slide switches. It appears to be an abstract piece of alien art.
Not sure it's art.
This appears to control some unusual security equipment.
And we'll repeat everything with the tricorder.
It is an alien life support system, Captain, utilizing geothermal energy. It is still functioning, waiting for some sort of signal.
Huh. What's
This
the
control panel is a manual override for the alien life support equipment. Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere, the moon, is casting a shadow on the blue sphere, Pollux 5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it, an eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel.
Okay. And this?
This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
All right. Well, we're going to have to override the life support system. Now, this is not really intuitive, but I learned this just by brute forcing it when I was like 10 years old. But you're supposed to put all these three guys here in the middle. They don't always line up perfectly. It seems to be fairly specific to where you click, which is kind of weird. I would have expected discrete states, but you just kind of want them all in a band in the middle there.
Welcome to our home. Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation territory.
Probably not what they want to hear when they wake up, although I do question how they immediately knew everything that was happening. That was very confusing to me.
I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from?
Okay, nice level-headed response.
We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land?
Let's not mention that.
I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from?
Let's go with that
We
one.
call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization.
Okay, we're not going to make fun of him. But also, again, how do they know the moon's destroyed? He literally just stepped out of a stasis or cryogenic chamber or something. He hasn't even looked at the sky yet.
Perhaps you can tell us about the demons. Some advanced civilization. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons.
We'll go with this one.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarites, a wolf demon. And for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Oh, woe! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you, if you can help, please do so.
Okay.
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
They did mention that the Salatis had praying mantis-like forelimbs, 4 legs altogether, reptilian in form. They look a lot like that guy. Let's show that skull to him and see what he says.
A child? No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course. I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions.
That is probably the one we're going to go to. Let's look at the other ones, though.
I think I should return it to where I got it from.
Yeah, probably not.
No, I want to keep it as a memento for myself.
That one's the worst of all, so let's go with the first.
Of course. I think...
Now, I do want to take a good look at him.
The alien is humanoid with green reptilian skin. It appears unarmed.
And this thing
The
here. The
alien emerged from this metal chamber.
Why don't we go ahead and use Spock's tricorder?
This seems to be a cryogenic suspension chamber, Captain.
And
this life
this guy?
form appears to be intelligent, a new sentient race. There appears to be a resemblance between it and the Salatis, although the present forms are quite small and definitely non-sentient.
And then maybe just for kicks, we'll use McCoy's tricorder.
This life form appears to be intelligent.
I just have Spock repeat his dialogue. I'm going to go ahead and
Save new game.
Drop down a save here. Alright, and that's saved down. We're going to go ahead and do our last thing, which is this little hunk of metal was made, not natural, made by an ancient civilization. I wonder if that possibly has something to do with this right here. And look at that.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your Federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 100%.
There we go.
You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model
Look
for
at
all
that.
Starfleet.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having pointy ears.
And there we go. That is the first mission in the books. Let me know what you guys thought. I really like this game, and I believe there are 5 total missions, so I think we're gonna go through them all. And I don't know, leave a comment, say hi, tell me if I did something wrong or there's another way to accomplish something, and I'll see you for the next one. Have a great time, guys. Bye.